And this week, after serving nearly 20 years in prison for racketeering, drug dealing, and running a criminal enterprise, he is out of prison.
The streets back. The streets back. The Meech home. Meech, welcome back. Salute.
Big Meech, bro, why you keep talking about shush, brother? You on your way home, bro. I'm turning your ass up, stop bitching.
Hopefully that means some realness back out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully this means times finna change. You know what I'm saying? Usually it takes a person in the atmosphere to change the whole scenery. So hopefully we get back onto this real, respecting the rules and regulations, terms and conditions. You feel me? Welcome home.
Demitri Flenory and his brother, Terry, ran one of the country's largest drug operations during the late 80s, 90s, and early 2000s.
You say you're tired, you that nigga, right? Turn up. We don't get scared of no police, no none of that bitch. I hear you on sales. You better stop playing. I'm gonna sit pull up in that motherfucker. That's our shit. Shut up and learn life.
And when he went down, he and his brother were sentenced to 30 years in prison.
In 2020, Terry Flenory was released, and just this week, Big Meech was released from prison. He will serve the remainder of his sentence at a halfway house in Miami.
Welcome to the yard where men get violated, gang-related, don't shake hands, these niggas stay masturbating. Commissary necessary, guards collaborated, violated. Bodies haters locked down, hibernate. Flatline! Psychotic, ain't nowhere to run or hide, better pop body. Ain't no automatic guns, better hop body. Killing us is just for fun, cause that's psychotic.
And Tammy Collins, known in the paperwork as CS1.
Right.
Confidential source 1. So what Big Meech did was called a third-party cooperation. So Tammy Collins signed up to be a DEA informant to give Demitri Flenory a time cut. Plain and simple.
It's Big Bass Life with another informative video, man. We getting into some very treaded water when it comes to Demitri Flenory and his brother Southwest T. I'm familiar with these guys because I knew some guys that was incarcerated that had a relationship with Southwest T. But let's get beyond that, because there's a big outrage and people are talking about celebrating prisoners coming home, right? Especially those with a notorious or dangerous history of selling drugs, murder, you know, cinematic stuff. Now you got this BMF movie that's on TV, and you know, it's a big rave about it. Big Meech's son is playing him, so there's a lot of star power. 50 Cent is behind it. So, you know, when hip hop gets behind something and pushes it, it takes it to a whole nother stratosphere. So it's kind of different the way we perceive and look at things and look at people. But behind the scenes, I know all too well, there's a saying in Hollywood that you don't want to get too close to your heroes. Because if you get up close, you'll find out some things that you probably don't want to know.
Until the feds pick up Cuffy, so now they can just cut ties with Cuffy completely and run off with the script and the money.
Why Tammy would turn down that deal with me and Louis Burrell getting 20% of that budget. You understand what I'm saying? For a finder's fee. So what ended up happening was we didn't know that they had other plans and that she was sleeping with the feds and that they would put me off in prison and run away with my script and don't have to give me anything. So it was supposed to give me a time cut and knock me out of my percentage, me and Louis Burrell out of our percentage for the finder's fee with Lionsgate's film. Well, Lionsgate, when Louis went, so they backdoored us. Lionsgate shot it down when Louis Burrell wasn't no longer a part of it. You feel me?
Right.
So Tammy's whole thing fell apart. Meech couldn't get a time cut because they found out Tammy has no credibility. Because when you can't have a relationship with a federal agent, now you have no credibility. So they thing blew up.
Shouting out Big Meech. Let's look at this here. For example, this is a daily, what's this? The Daily something. NBA fans slam LeBron James after he welcomes notorious drug dealer Big Meech home. Not my GOAT. Okay, so now they're trying to do the guilty by association. Let me see. Let me read some of the article here. Glorifying the wrong people. LeBron James supporting drug dealers, not my goat. You are so desperate to seem cool, it's pathetic. A fourth made a reference to James. Easy, Bron, you got sponsors. Okay. So yeah, this whole thing, they're gonna try to demonize him for shouting out Big Meech. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. All right, the man has already done his time in jail. And, all right. Man done his time in jail. He did his time. Hopefully he's turning his life around. Yeah, they mad because LeBron ain't supporting Kamala. Yeah, Big Meech did his time. Yeah, he did his time. Yeah, I don't want to hear nothing about some damn glorifying Big Meech and y'all sit up here glorifying Kyle Rittenhouse. Y'all parade him around all over the damn place. Yeah, I don't want to hear that. Y'all made him a hero. I don't want to hear nothing. Don't let them shame you. Black folks, they try to shame us into not supporting folks from the streets. We're going to get into the science of that in a second. But also, you know, somebody like Jason Whitlock had to get his 2 cents in. Hold on. Let me show some Jason Whitlock. He wasn't going to leave some butter biscuits off the table. Hold on. Jason Whitlock had something to say. Okay, everybody's performing for white people now. Hold on. Oh, that's Jason Whitlock.
LeBron James tweeted out yesterday, welcome home, Big Meech. And when I first saw it, I was like, who's Big Butter? Do you know who Big Meech is without doing the homework?
I really don't know who he is.
Don't know who Big Meech is. Yeah. I didn't follow it either. But then I did research and I was like, there's a drug dealer from I think Florida. He started out in Detroit, maybe spent some time down in Florida. That they did a TV show based off of 50 Cent did, Black Mafia family, real life. Drug dealer Big Meech and his brother. They built a drug empire. He's been released from prison. And LeBron James felt it necessary to, welcome him home with a tweet. I think it's a really bad look. I think it's part of the reason I don't like LeBron James. It's clout chasing. It's pandering to the ghetto black Twitter crowd. It's sending young people in the wrong direction. Let's say LeBron is personal friends with Big Meech. Any of my friends, and I've had some friends that have come home from prison, I didn't find it necessary to tweet it out. I texted or called them. Maybe I even went to their coming home party. But I don't, it's not a priority for me to tweet out, hey, welcome home, big homie.
Your fat ass ain't got nobody that you cool with in prison. Stop it. If you don't stop. All right, that's enough of him. Jason Whitlock, please.
So there's 2 sides of a man coming home from being a prisoner. And a lot of time we call it being a prisoner of war, right? One side is coming home to redeem yourself, and the other side is having this cloud cast above your head about your past indiscretions, the crime you committed. So whatever rep you have in the streets, it follows you. So whoever you was in the streets, people remember you by that. But because it's 5, 10, maybe 20 years later, it's different. But in the case of Big Meech, you're talking about somebody who has a hit television series about his life. His son is actually playing him. And, when you have that big media push behind you, now you become a brand. You become a noteworthy, almost like a Hollywood star. Because not only is the star character is your son, but he's playing you. So, and there's a lot of allegations I'm going to get to in another video about why Big Meech came home so early. We're going to get into that. But I've been gone for a minute. Hopefully you'll be seeing more and more videos of the variety. So let's get into it. Big Bass Life. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's get to it. Alright.
Welcome to the yard where men get violated, gang related, don't shake hands, these niggas stay masturbating. Commissary necessary, guards collaborated, violated. Bodies haters locked down, hibernate. Flatline. Psychotic, ain't nowhere to run or hide, better pop body. Ain't no automatic guns, better